Hi again, back with you on this Friday. It is, of course, the Sports Cabin, and as you know, the basketball is just dominating the airwaves, and of course, also your office bracket adventure. I was reminded by a friend of mine that a story that's very similar to the season based on the movie Hoosiers happened in the neighboring state of Illinois, and I'm very familiar with it. Angelo Pizzo wrote Hoosiers and told a buddy of his he did in part draw on a season from an Illinois team. In the movie, the mythical Hickory team, which is actually based on Milan in 1954, they start their season without their star, and they got a new coach named Norman Dale. Coach Dale, of course, comes off as this crusty dude who has his problems not only with the players, but also with the tiny town of Hickory. The story is mostly based, again, on the city of Milan winning the Indiana title in 1954. Now, the Illinois team that won in 52 didn't really have those issues. Hebron, Illinois has a population of 650 in 52. 10 of those people were on the high school basketball team. Their nickname, of course, they were the Green Giants. The high school only had 98 kids. One of them, though, was 6'10" Bill Schultz. Not a lot of high schools have a 6'10" center, and certainly not in 1952. Two others who started on that team were the Judson twins, who went on to play at Illinois. Phil and Paul, they were really good. Their older brother, Howie, had pitched for the White Sox and was an assistant coach for the head coach, Russ Ahern. Russ ended up being my coach in the metropolis of Streator some years later. His rules at Hebron were simple. You can go out on a date, but only on Saturday. Take your vitamins, and practice year-round. Well, it worked, because Hebron won the state championship in Illinois when there was only one. Everyone was in one class. It wasn't broken down by population at all. They beat Quincy 64-59 in Champaign. That game went to an overtime. Hebron never subbed for any of the starting five. The five guys played the entire game and the overtime. And, oh, by the way, the team they beat, Quincy had 43,500 more people than did the city of Hebron. But Hebron indeed had the title. Coach Ahern showed us his state championship ring. It was to fire up a bunch of average-sized white guys trying to be hoopsters. The ploy didn't work. We loved him. We sure liked his stories. And let's face it, his story beat that Milan or Hickory story in Hoosiers by 2 full seasons. This is Craig Roberts on click2houston.com.